If there is one word in the English language that I absolutely cannot stand and it grinds my gears, is this word expert. I hate this word with a burning passion. I never want to be one, and I would highly encourage you as an ESL healthcare professional to never strive to be one either. The reality is nowadays everyone, especially in the online world, is either desperate to be called an expert or is very good at pretending to be one. They appear to have all the certifications, the qualifications, the titles, and they are validated for what they bring to the table. But the reality is they are some of the worst communicators that I have met in my entire life, and they proudly wear that label of being an expert. Because somewhere along the way, being an expert sort of really dismisses the meaning of having a lived experience, and it became all about fancy certificates, crash courses, textbook regurgitation, and basically how you show up on social media, whereas there is no real world humility in it whatsoever. And I unfortunately see this all the time with healthcare professionals, especially if they're from an English as a second language backgrounds and have either recently moved to an English-speaking country or are considering doing so. You feel the pressure to prove your worth, to sound smarter, more polished, more clinical, more authoritative, and you clutch onto this word expert, and you're going about this all in the wrong way. And as a result of all that, you end up over-explaining, you hide behind the complicated medical jargon, and you became performative in terms of your competence instead of building trust with your patients. The truth, however, always remains: patients do not want or trust experts. They trust human beings who are curious, present, and grounded, and are genuinely wanting the best for them and their health. Now, I absolutely refuse to call myself an expert, despite every marketing guru in the social media space telling me to do that, because the moment you think you've arrived at that point, you stop listening, learning, adapting, and growing, which is extremely dangerous for you as a healthcare professional. I personally will always be a student of life. I will practice my craft and get better at it every day by remaining consistently average. I invite feedback, and I will stay uncomfortable on purpose. That's how I build my credibility, and it is not a sign of weakness. So if you're an ESL healthcare professional who's trying to build authority, stop chasing the expert label. Focus on clarity over complexity in your communication, presence over performance when you work with your patients, and obviously how you show up as a human being over your professional titles and credentials. That's what your patients are going to feel, remember, and will get them the results that they desire. So follow my work if you're done performing and pretending to be an expert and ready to truly embody it as an ESL healthcare professional.